that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
This episode is brought to you by Backdoor Beaver with real beaver anal gland butter. I can't say that fucking word.
I found it, by the way.
Fuck you, Gary. Fuck you.
Share that shit with Martin, man, because we got to figure this out. So, yeah, we were talking before the show about the fact that YouTube is claiming every fucking song from Fallout on John's game stream. And we've got multiple ones, and there's multiple songs per claim, multiple claims. And I'm like, this has gotten ridiculous. So Mephisto said we should create a separate channel just for gaming, just for John to do his game streams, or anybody that wants to do a game stream on our channel. And because I like the game too. And but I was told by a certain Mexican superhero friend, I'm not going to say any names, that I shouldn't do gaming on the channel. And
you technically shouldn't do gaming on the channel.
Yeah. And so he told me, it really messes with you, because, you know, he talks like this. You know, he says, it really messes with your algorithm. I said, say algorithm again? Algorithm. And I'm like, you said that weird.
Tell good old Mikey that he can take this.
Who I'm talking about, but it is.
You can tell Mikey to take this job and shovel it.
Well, as
I
the
love
only Latin American representation in this channel.
What? What did you say?
As the
Yeah, I didn't
only.
hear anything.
I don't know. I couldn't understand him.
I heard that first part. It's the only Latin American representative on the channel, and then nothing. I got nothing.
That's it. I'm done with it.
Oh, he left. Now Gary can't control anything.
I
I
don't know what
didn't
to
hear
do.
anything
How do I
either.
run the show?
I think as the only other real true minority on this panel, I feel your plight.
What? Wait. If you think about it, we have an American, a Venezuelan, Israeli, and Austrian. So this is real diversity.
Look,
Yes.
I'm
Should
going
we
to
say-
do a quote here, and this is
Well-
an important quote, and I'm going to say this
Oh my God!
because I have to do it. There are Jews at my table.
I bring double diversity, by the way, because I'm the only woman on this channel. So there you
Yep.
go.
Yeah, so we've got female representation. We've got four corners of the earth because I'm technically in Asia. Just technically.
Yeah, it's part of East Asia, right?
Yes. I am technically
Or
in
West Asia. I stand correct.
I'm technically in the most western part of Asia.
It's like if the Middle East were the a fucking foot, you are the pinky toenail.
No, technically, not even that.
Actually,
Because Turkey is considered Little Asia.
oh my God!
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought Turkey was part of Europe.
Part of it is, and part of it is in Asia.
No.
Huh.
Because they have like both,
Turkey's
like a
Asia.
foot. They have a foot in Iraq and a foot in Greece. But
They
they're
need to get their foot out of there.
because if you look at the map, Turkey is like sort of a huge peninsula, sort of huge, and they used to call Turkey Little Asia or
Okay,
Small
so it's
Asia,
Asia Minor. There we go.
Asia Minor. See,
There's a bridge across the Bosporus that has a line where Asia borders Europe, and people take photos there with one
yes,
foot
but
left and one
it's a
foot right.
man-made bridge. So if you knock it down, Turkey is not actually technically connected to Europe.
It's interesting.
Well, the-
I'm sorry. I do find that interesting. Daryl Brewer says Anima counts as a twofer.
Yes, because she
Whatever.
represents Europe and she represents the female sex.
Also, for
Too
me,
bad she's
I
straight.
can't say it for everybody. Also, a person with wonderful jumblies.
Jesus
The what?
Christ.
They're just A cups.
Mm-mm-mm.
Man, I wish they were.
So here we go. Let me say hi to everybody. We got Gambit. We got Snorty here. We got Penny. I see Penny is here. D-Bud is here. Daryl Brewer is here. Did I miss anybody, man?
Slasher Fred.
Sasha Fred's here. Where? I'm not seeing him. Oh, now I see him. There it is. Found it. That's today's episode would be Howling Good One. Yes, absolutely, Slasher Fred. Where is your avatar?
Yeah.
Is that
He
what
never
happens
has
now?
had an avatar. No.
Oh man, you need with that fucking name, you need an avatar, dude.
Yeah. Get one.
You need a fucking kick-ass horror movie, slasher movie.
Especially this time of the
slasher. And if you don't want to do any famous movie characters, do the fake famous movie characters with Scary Terry from,
Rick and Morty.
yeah, Rick and Morty.
The
I think we have a video
totally
to run,
not
guys.
Freddy Krueger character.
Anna, does it look like the swelling of my eyes went down a little bit? Oh my God, dude. Mephisto, my allergies are so bad. And like the only thing that's out there right now is mold and for some reason, ragweed. And I left the window open for just to cool it off in my room last night for an hour last night. And I woke up with fucking bags again under my eyes.
For the people in the back that don't know, what the fuck is a ragweed?
It is a notorious natural growing weed in the Midwest in particular.
Okay.
Kansas, Missouri, North Texas, Arkansas, parts of Illinois, parts
It made
of
its way to
Tennessee.
Europe. It's an invasive
It's a
species
nasty,
that's a pain in
invasive
the ass.
species.
Yeah. So hard to
It
get
is
rid of.
nasty. And it just absolutely, because like I remember when I had to get that 21 gun salute on my back where they put the prongs and envenomate each prong with different kinds of allergens. And they did it into my back and came back about 20 minutes later and they looked at it and went, yeah, you're allergic to everything. And I'm like, what? They go, like everything. Like you reacted to everything. And I went, oh man. And seriously, my throat started swelling closed inside. I felt I was having trouble breathing. So they had to give me a sublingual, it's now over the counter, but back then it starts with a C, not cock. Because I know Mephisto was thinking, cock?
I was thinking chlorine.
Okay, I knew you were thinking something fucked up, but no, it's an anti.
Oh, I know what starts with a C, and it's really,
Claritin.
really good. Very effective against whatever you've got. It's called Cyclone B.
Oh, shut
Wow.
up, Dick. That's
You
evil.
have to go
You're
there.
evil. What?
What?
I don't know what that is, so
Oh, what?
What a surprise! The Austrian doesn't know about it.
dude, that's racist.
He knows nothing about this. Never heard of Cyclone B. What?
Cyclone B is the preferred method of killing Jews in Auschwitz.
Well, I know they
I'll tell
use
you,
gas, but I
he's
never knew
pronouncing
the
it-
name.
It's
Pronouncing it as cyclone, but it's actually Zyklon B.
it's Cyclone B.
Yeah, it's one of those words that only sounds right when said by someone Germanic.
I don't think they taught us the name of the gas in school. Which is
Good. Good.
Gas.
I learned
Good.
it because my dad is a professor of history, so I fucking learned shit like that. I'm a polar bear. Talk about minority. I know.
Are you going to give him his video?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, give it up.
I will.
Gambit has
Yes,
already
I will.
asked for it.
Where the
Like
freak
2
is
hours before the show. Gambit was in the chat. Do the snorty.
What? What's it?
By the way, Gambit, we named that video Do the Snorty. Just for you.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I love the puppeteer that does that because a lot of people are like, how do they? Is he doing the head, like getting the mouth to do all that shit and the eyes? And I said, well, he's doing the same thing they did with Big Bird. That when he's not working the head, it rests on his head, the little cap thing, and his other hand goes to the wing. But the left wing, right wing, actually has a string to it. So whenever his other hand moves, it makes the other hand move. But then he can put his hand in there, and eventually they just did away with it. So he only gesticulates with one hand, and the other hand is permanently up in the head.
So it's a skill. It's a skill issue.
Yeah, with this one, it's like basically you get your regular hand, and then you have one hand up working. And somebody asked me the other day, well, how do they do the eyes and the mouth? I said, it's this way, just like doing the devil sign. You have 1 to 2 fingers that work the eyes. It's either both fingers or it's one finger that works the eyes, makes them move, and the other hand works the mouth. And it's puppeteering. It's
the same way that they did for Biden for the entirety of the administration.
4 years.
And also the last half year of the Reagan administration, because let's be honest.
Look, I've got to tell you this for those remarks, mister.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
God damn it.
The thing about it is you can play that in a loop because every word I say is stupid and idiotic.
By the way, a lot of people don't know that's Downey. He was the chief writer that worked with Norm Macdonald when he did the Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live. And Downey is really one of the funniest dudes. And here's 2 guys that are politically diopposed because Downey's a liberal and Norm Macdonald was conservative. But they fucking wrote some of the best fucking comedy together. And I'm talking about vicious fucking comedy.
Because it create the thing about opposites, it creates a lot of tension, drama, and spark. And you need spark to create good comedy. Some of the best writers, Jewish by the way, were diametrically opposed. Diametrically opposed, but you'll never know which one of them votes the other way.
Al Franken was one of the few Jews that worked on SNL. A majority, I'm not kidding you.
I'm not talking about SNL.
Irish.
I'm talking about generally speaking.
I'm
like comedy in general.
Odds that a show shot in New York is written predominantly by people with Irish heritage.
Yeah.
Irish names. It's like unbelievable. Like Downey, fucking Irish. Conan O'Brien, who was a major writer for a while. God, man, Dennis Miller. And Norm would work with Downey in writing a lot of his stuff. And oh my God, I showed it to Anima and Anima laughed at it. I said, one of the funniest things I've ever seen on the Weekend Update with Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald, and this is a fan vote for SNL, was the single best and greatest SNL fake news anchor in the history of the show. Chevy Chase comes in second to him. And he delivered this one where Johnny Cochran is in a photograph where he put on the ski cap, OJ's ski cap. Yep. And the photo's up on screen, and Norm's like, and Johnny Cochran, in a very seminal moment of the trial, put on the cap that prosecutors were saying was the cap that O.J. Simpson wore the night of the murders. Of course, it didn't help his case when O.J. Simpson said, "Hey, be careful with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat."
He is fucking funny.
Norm Macdonald fucking kills me. I'm so sad he's gone. He's one of the funniest fucking dudes I've ever seen. And
It's
Downey
amazing.
wrote that with him.
It's amazing how there's a lot of parallels between the OJ case and the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case, where it was a media storm, but it had a bite, because in the OJ case, you had a lot of different elements that you could make fun of. And in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, there was a lot of stuff to bite on. Just like from the witnesses, both in the OJ trial and the Depp trial, they had like the most outrageously hilarious witnesses. It's insane. And to make comedy out of that is just
Yep. Yeah. By the way, I missed this, Daryl. Thank you. Gary, is that how your proctologist works on you? I don't know if that was a joke about Zyklon B or if that was about the other
I have
stuff.
no idea.
No, the
Probably not.
The way in which the puppeteers move eyes and
Yeah. you
Oh,
put-
yeah, there you go. Fist up my ass. Yeah, like Sam Jackson made that joke. It's an old joke, but he said it in that movie. The Good Guys, was that it? Was that what it's called? Where Will Ferrell and Marky Mark.
Yeah, that's the other guys.
The other guys. I fucking love that. He says, if I want your opinion, I'll stick my fist up your ass and work your mouth like a fucking puppet. And I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking great. So did I see that Sally Forth is here?
yes.
Oh, hi.
Yes, she
What's
is.
up? Hi, Sally Forth. What makes the werewolf such a very tremendous character? He's very much the same. Even though werewolves, and I don't know why that joke always sits in my mind thanks to oh my God, I just forgot his name. Gene Wilder. That joke sticks in my head to this day. Werewolf, their wolf. From Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
So whenever I hear the word werewolf, that joke pops into my head. All thanks to Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder. Let's see. Zyklon B was a pesticide used for genocidal purposes.
Technically, Zyklon A was also developed by a Jewish guy, and was
That's
used
fucking ironic.
As pesticide, but in order to get the Zyklon A, it was actually developed as a way to extract nitrogen and create fertilizer.
Wow.
And that guy, the Jewish guy, that's what he developed. And then it was used to like, oh, we can extract more nitrogen and it kills motherfuckers. And
So
they used that in World War I.
I'm going to point this out, and this is important to know historically, that Germans aren't funny, but they do have a great sense of irony.
Correct. I would say yeah.
By the way, I have met a German who's fucking funny. Is the Sneezing Monkey. His show, that dude fucking cracks me up, man. But I didn't think he was German. And I asked Anima to listen to his accent. I said, he doesn't sound German. And she says, well, he sounds like he's maybe Bavarian. Well, we found out because I've had him on our Monday show with Dawn and Mark over on KGRA because he talks about the paranormal and UFOs. He's what do you call it? A doubter.
A kook?
No, he's a doubter. He's one of those guys that likes to find stuff and then prove that it's bullshit.
Oh, a skeptic.
Thank you. Because I'm skeptical about things too, because everything coming out about ufology right now, 90% of it's bullshit. I think maybe 5 to 10% is real shit. The problem is you've got certain people, and I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to get sued. But certain people want to be the funnels for that information. And so you've got this internal fucking war going on between these personalities that want to be the gatekeepers for all ufology. And it's just not going to happen. And I don't believe these.
Seems about right.
I'm not going to say the guy's name, but it sounds like Pew Mapazan. And I'm not going to say his real name, but it sounds like Pew Mapazano. And he is the biggest fucking grifter I've seen since Stephen Greer. And I've already said openly I don't like Stephen Greer. I'm not saying that everything that he says is bullshit. I'm just saying I don't believe him. By the way, can you go back to that one actor? Because this movie proves that Bela Lugosi played every Universal monster.
Yes, he was a werewolf.
He was a werewolf in this movie. He's the first werewolf that bites him and gives the curse to him, then dies.
Now, the thing is, those mofos knew he was a werewolf, and they took no measure to prevent it.
Okay, I'm going to pause here.
Because there is nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Okay.
So, Claude Rains as Sir John Talbot. And I thought Claude Rains was a good choice, and he'd already played the Invisible Man for Universal. Great fucking actor. He would go on after this one to play the Phantom in Universal's updated Phantom of the Opera, full color. And it's something to watch. And I love Claude Rains. Very good actor. Then you've got, right after him, come on, move on. Oh, he doesn't matter.
Move along.
He doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. He's nobody. There we go.
Ralph Bellamy.
Bellamy plays the part of Colonel Montford in this. And this is an A-list fucking actor right here. And just very well-known dude. And if you don't recognize him, if you saw the movie, was it Changing Places, Eddie Murphy?
Trading Places.
Trading Places. He's the other rich old guy in that movie. That's this guy. And I'm a big fan of this guy because he's in one of my favorite films of all time. A little film called His Girl Friday. And Cary Grant, people don't know how fucking funny he is until you see some of the ad-libs he did in that fucking movie. One of my favorite ad-libs in that movie is when the blonde bombshell, he says, I need you, you know what you need to do? He says, I need you to go down to the train station and slow him down. Don't let him get on that train. And she goes, well, what does he look like? He goes, oh, he looks like that guy in the movies, Ralph Bellamy. And it is Ralph Bellamy.
Yeah.
And it's
I got you. I know what you're talking about.
Fucking Cary Grant, dude. He did another one in the film that if you don't pay attention, because it's lightning dialogue, they're talking over each other. And that's the way, he liked to make his films. Okay. And so he would direct and he'd have dialogue snappy over top of each other. So you'd have to watch a movie 2 or 3 times before you catch something you may have missed. And one of them is where the chief of police and the mayor are in there giving him grief because they know he's hiding this murderer. And he says, you can't just make a man disappear. And Cary Grant is, oh yeah, ask Archie Leach. And then the dialogue just keeps going and it piling on. And there's this one little nugget of gold there that if you're not paying attention, you miss, because Archie Leach is Cary Grant's real name. You can't make a man disappear. See? Fucking ad-libs by Cary Grant, just fucking gold nuggets that if you miss or don't know the trivia behind it, you won't get the joke. And I fucking love that. So Ralph Bellamy is a genuinely good actor in this movie. So this has actually got some A-list fucking actors in it. Not that guy, though. And people don't realize, now Bella, fuck, man, he played Dracula. He then turned around and played the werewolf. And in between, he also, no, it was 45 when he did that. He played the Frankenstein monster. And he would also play when Boris's last appearance as the creature was Lugosi plays Igor or Igor with a Y. I don't know how to pronounce that. But Bela is just all over Universal, man. But nobody wanted to hire him because he refused to get rid of his accent. I don't know. It didn't work for him. It worked for Arnold. Fucking made a fortune off that fucking accent. But Bela Lugosi, for some reason,
different times.
And it's sad because his career died.
I think having a catchphrase helped. The whole thing with "I'll be back."
I'll be back.
What's sold.
Oh,
Which, if he had had his way, wouldn't have been "I'll be back." It would have been "I will be back."
Yeah.
Because he didn't believe that an android robot would make a contraction, which is something they ran with later with Star Trek, with Data. Remember that?
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder if it's because if you didn't know this, Arnold was supposed to be in Star Trek. He was gonna be Worf.
Nice.
Would have been
I
great.
can see
A lot
that.
of people
Yeah.
don't know this. This is like that real minutia fucking shit way back in the notes.
I
Arnold
can
was-
see. I can see the whole thing. They fighting for their life, and Worf in an away mission, and Worf yelling, "Get to the shuttle!"
Yeah, get to the shuttle. Now she's another actress that was in a lot of fucking movies, B movies and A movies, but she was what you refer to as a character actress. She was never a lead. She was always a central character, but not a main character. And here
I think we talked about it. I think we talked about it before that there are throughout Hollywood and throughout the years, there were a lot of these actors who were working actors who were picked for the job because they needed a character and they knew that character well and it fitted within the story. And so they just got hired and they did. They could have done like 100 films with bit parts here and there. 5 lines, 1 line, 7 lines, 12 lines. And you just, that guy's here and that guy's there, that girl's there and that girl's there. And they just kept working in Hollywood over and over and over again. But they were never the stars.
Never the stars. Now, this is a good looking chick here. And I don't remember her for really anything else other than this movie. But I also feel bad for her because like she is like the first movie character stalked by a major character in the film. And they don't play it that way because that's fucking creepy. The way, what's his name?
Larry Talbot.
Lawrence Talbot. Larry Talbot. Talbot's a fucking stalker, dude. And he gets a little grapey. Like he's constantly trying to get her alone. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Just
the whole beginning is so weird.
It's so fucking weird. Like he's spying on her with his fucking because he set up an observatory for his dad up above his library, and he put in this new telescope, and he's like looking, sees her, starts getting in closer, and she's fucking probably just got dressed. Like that's really fucking weird. You know?
Well. Not to defend him, but you need two to tango. She was in the thing too. Even after he confessed, he was still. And
I should be so mad at you, but I don't know. You seem like a dirty boy, and I like that.
Yes, and you have that scene in which she said he is engaged, and she said, "I am living with you." Fuck the other guy.
Now I'm going to tell you, his real name is Lon Chaney, and but he took the name because it was suggested by the studio. And like I said, he did movies before this one. He played the part of Lenny in Of Mice and Men. It was a good production, not the best production. To me, the single best production on film was the version that was done by Gary Sinise and John Malkovich. So there you go. But Lon Chaney, and he was already going by Junior. Why did they? And I think it's Universal playing with the name on purpose to kind of trip you up that Lon Chaney's in this movie because there was a big number of Lon Chaney fans. And of course, he was already dead at this point.
I don't understand that. He can't act to save his life, and he ruined this movie for me with his abysmal acting.
He can't ruin the film, but he can ruin his scenes. And he's a terrible actor, and he only has one look on his face of worried. He always looks worried all the time.
I was about to say surprised, but yeah.
No, you know what that look is? I pooped my pants and I'm about to cry. That's what he looks like all the fucking time.
He's Jaden Smith before Jaden Smith.
Okay, so a Talbot is a breed of medieval hunting dog. That's interesting.
It's called discombobulated.
Yeah. And by the way, this was brought up by somebody earlier, and I do want to point this out that, and I think it was Gambit that said something about it, that originally Boris Karloff was considered for this part. And it would have been, in my opinion, would have been a better film. But the fact is he had gotten older. I mean, he aged quickly. In 5 years, he did not look the same after 5 years. And this is 10 years, over 10 years since Frankenstein, and 10 years, or just under 10 years for Bride of Frankenstein. He had aged too much, and so he didn't get the part. And they got this wild idea to use him in the part, which I think was terrible. I don't think he's a very good actor. Oh, look, he's a straight man. He's the straight man to Lou Costello. And that's all Lou Costello needs. Because Lyle Talbot is always being serious and genuine with everything he says, while Lou Costello turns it into fucking comedy gold. Great miniature. And of course, and I think this is why they did it in the updated version, which we're going to be talking about tomorrow, of hiring somebody who's not English to play a young English lord. And why don't they have English accents? You got
there's an explanation for that. He's been living in America for 18 years. You can lose an accent in that long a time.
I don't believe that's true. I believe that it's a truism. It's not an absolute truth, because I've witnessed it too. I've witnessed Vijay and Sanjay Mistry, my two closest friends as kids before they moved away. 1 year apart in age. Sanjay talked like he's from down the street. Vijay would talk like this. How are you doing? What are you doing? 1 year apart in age. Vijay had a thick accent. And
I had a German
no matter how long
for me, and
you stay in America, you will always still have a hint of your accent. It's just never good. Craig Ferguson, another example. He was in America for 20 years. And he'd go back home, and they'd make fun of him in Scotland. Like, you lost your accent. And he's like, no, I didn't. But he started noticing, oh, I really do. It's softer now. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that. So he makes it a point to go twice a year to go to Scotland to make sure he doesn't lose his accent again. I don't know, but it would make more sense with the Moors. You know, that's werewolf land. It's either the Highlands of Scotland or down south in Wales. Which is ironic, because I think I might have this backwards, but I remember the opening of American Werewolf in London is supposed to be Wales or Scotland, and it's actually shot in Wales. That's so fucking cool. And that's one of the big differences between this movie and the 2010 remake. Wow, even his painting looks worried.
Yeah. That's because he only has this one facial expression, so the painter had to work with that.
His eyebrows are always like up here and down here and then up here, which is just a weird way to hold your eyebrows. Cuber, hello, my friend. Oh, Sander's here. Hi, Sander. I like Curse of the Werewolf. It's not my favorite, but look, I fucking love that movie. I actually like the original movie before this one, The Werewolf of London. And the studio chickened out last minute and pulled back on making him too wolf-like. And so that's the only flaw in that movie is they had to change. Jack Pierce had to change how he did the makeup. And I cannot talk enough about Jack Pierce. Jack Pierce was not the first special effects makeup artist. The first was Lon Chaney, but his only subject was himself. But the first real special effects makeup artist for others was Jack Pierce. And he created all these monsters for us all the way up until the 50s. And just what an amazing artist. Now, in this film, and I talked about this before the show, that most people misattribute the big transformation scene with this movie, The Wolfman, when in fact that was done in Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. And that's where we got to see the face change. And they still do it through animation they had him immobilized and they would do makeup, shoot a few seconds, add more makeup, and it was just a gradual change. And he used yak hair. And this is the first film I ever saw the use of yak hair for monster fur. And I don't know if it is, but it's the first I've seen where they use
It is Wales, by the way. This takes place in Wales.
It is in Wales. So yeah, there's your answer, buddy. Sauron Baggins is here, my favorite werewolf movie. Yes, that's right. And we can pull that down if you want.
On it. There you go.
I like this. Are you interested in astronomy? No, just the mechanical parts of it. I like building these things. And it's like, what a weird fucking answer to his question. I'm like, that is just weird, odd answer. Not looking through them. Building is what I would have said.
Yeah, until he looks through it and sees the girl. Then he's all in for it.
Now all of a sudden he wants to be, I got to get one of these in my room, in my spanking room.
It made me feel so uncomfortable how he treats her. Like,
what did he do?
Go away.
Why? Haven't you watched 50 Shades of Grey?
Fuck no.
No. So what did it make you feel, Anima?
You're in for a surprise.
No, I'm not, because I'm never going to watch that film.
I'm never going to watch it. First of all, a lot of people don't know this. That was nothing more than fan fiction for Twilight. And then she changed it. And
all I know about this movie is they had a pubic hair technician, real, not a joke, to add pubic hair to what's her face, because she was supposed to not shave, but she did, so they added in post.
What
movie are you talking about?
50 Shades of Grey.
No shit. Because I know they digitally did that with, or not
they digitally added.
They removed her pubic hair in Alien.
No, they added them. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That was the weird part.
Because in Alien, I'm talking about Alien.
Not Alien. No.
I brought that up separately. It was a separate comment.
Yeah, I didn't say. I didn't hear you say Alien.
So let me say it again. That they digitally added her pubic hair back in because they had apparently removed it frame by frame from Alien. And then they digitally put it back in. And I remember sitting there when I saw this in a magazine that claims to be a strong journalistic entertainment magazine. And I went, who fucking cares? Why is this even a thing to worry about? Her
exactly.
Hair?
That's what I'm saying. What does it matter? Like, what does it matter?
Who cares?
But they did.
It's the same thing with Sigourney Weaver. They put it back in digitally. I've only watched 50 Shades of Black. Oh, that's the movie where they talk to the screen during the movie. In the movie. Thank you. Hammer also did a kind of werewolf movie with the... No, wait. Wasn't Oliver Reed's werewolf movie Hammer? Sauron Baggins, look that up. Hold on.
The reptile. I think I have that one. Not sure.
Yeah, Terrence Fisher was the director, and he usually directed for, but I'm not seeing their name. Where's the studio? All right, there we go. Let's go. Terrence Fisher for Hammer. There we go. Okay, yes, Hammer. I love this fucking cane handle. That's fucking cool.
It's a little bit too big.
He's compensating. Because when he beats something with it, it's suggestive that he's actually fucking it.
First the beaver, now this. Why am I here?
You love Gary?
Yeah, I know that's right. You're here.
Why do I do that?
Again, why?
I don't know.
Because girls always fall in love for the bad boy.
He's your Larry Talbot, Anima.
No, I'm not. I'm no Larry Talbot. Oh my god! Because even I thought that, because I hadn't seen this thing in decades when we watched it, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't remember the beginning of this film being so fucking skeevy. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Everybody is always saying the same thing about werewolf. That poem-like thing.
Werewolf.
Everybody.
Well, it's apparently a popular thing in their town. The whole myth.
By the way, hey, Real Popcorn. Also, hello to Willie the Monkey King's music. Hello.
And Frankman's Girl.
Andy is here. Andy Masterson is here, and Andy Morrow. Sander Hammerschlag. Venkman's Girl is also here. Big telescopes, beavers. Yeah, everything is overcompensating in this movie.
Except his acting. That's not.
But the beaver in this the beaver in this movie is only ours. The only beaver reference is Bagger Beaver.
Yep. And by the way, I went back a few frames because I want to go back to the village, because this is the same village, Universal backlot. This is the village from Dracula. It's the village from Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. This is still there at Universal.
I've been there in that village, in the tour. Cool. I did the Universal tour.
That's cool. Fucking cool, dude.
It's redressed right now, but it's still there.
Here we go.
I like when they're reusing sets.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been there.
What happened with Anima?
I don't know.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
I might have accidentally hit you instead of the movie to remove it.
Nope. Hit me?
No, I'm serious, because I have, people don't believe me. I have really serious nerve damage to where my hand, that's my hand all the time.
So you shoot. You shoot with that one?
This is my trigger hand.
I hope not.
I aim with my left hand, pull the trigger with my right. The problem is when I'm drawing, I have to use smoothing as one of the command prompts when I'm drawing, because I showed Anima what it looks like if I don't have the smoothing tool turned on. My shit just looks jittery. And because I can't draw like I used to because of the nerve damage. So anyway, let's go back to the movie.
Yes, Gambit. That picture that Gary pulled up just right there. I was there in like an Universal tour. I saw we went through like the backstage. We actually went into the props division in Universal, where we got to see lots of really cool stuff that we were like almost yelled at by the tour guide to not touch anything. Because when we're on the bus, he said like, oh, we're going to go into the props section. Please do not go over the line, nor should you reach out and touch stuff. And when somebody was like aiming for it, he was like, I said, don't touch. It's like, holy shit. But yeah, we went to like Lion's Estate. It was kind of half closed, but we saw like Lion's Estate and stuff. It's fucking great.
I lived in California. I've never gone. It always bothers me that I never went. It's also, I lived in Arizona. I grew up in Arizona. Never been to the Grand Canyon. I've been over it.
I've done both. I've done both. Not only went to the Grand Canyon, I went to the Sky. What's it called? Skywalk. Yeah.
Oh man, I so want to go there.
I told my family we're 45 minutes away. It's literally 45 minutes away from Las Vegas. It was a really nice drive, and also you go through the Hoover Dam to get there. So you're like, okay, been to Vegas, done Universal. We have to do Hoover Dam. We have to do Grand Canyon. We would have done the helicopter ride, but it was $1,000 a piece.
Ouch!
With 4 people.
Yeah.
No special on the kids, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Let's see. He wanted to know. Sandra wants to know if the Cylon attack was there. I think that went away a long time ago.
No. There was a lot of stuff that got ruined because they just left it in the rain. Literally, they just left it outside. There was a lot of stuff that they had to refurbish, and the people who did the refurbishment did a lousy job, and it got ruined. There was some stuff.
One of the things. One of them was the one of the movie Blade Runner spinners that was like parked. It got ruined there in the Universal backlot.
I know that one of the sound stages, they didn't have a fire in the sound stage. They had a fire outside of it, but it actually ruined a lot of like really expensive prop cars. That's what the tour guide told us. Like, yeah, we kind of had a snafu. It's like it ruined a lot of really vintage cars.
I paused it for a reason. There. This is his idea of how to approach a woman at night.
Stalking?
I'm telling you, whoever the fuck had the idea to do all this shit, they're fucking twisted, probably weird motherfuckers in real life. Because this is not how you walk up behind a woman at night. I was just so fucking annoyed at some of this shit. Watching it as an adult, I was like, holy crap. But after all this shit, it gets good. But Jesus Christ, man.
Again, she doesn't protest. She goes along with it.
She looks annoyed. She looks a little fucking annoyed at him and says
somebody had to teach
telling him no.
Somebody had to teach Bill Cosby the Spanish fly. It was one of those people.
She tells him no, yet
but then she shows up. I know.
And go out to wait for him.
But he just doesn't stop, and it made me feel so uncomfortable as a woman when he just said, "Yeah, we'll see you at 8, see you at 8," and she's like, "No,"
because you're a rational woman. That character
Right.
isn't.
Well,
Okay,
I've had to
so
deal with
Slasher
guys
Fred,
like
let me
that,
respond.
right?
Let me respond. Slasher Fred, in the movie, Gwendolyn says Little Red Riding Hood was a werewolf story, and the underrated movie Company of Wolves is a version of that, and it's correct. I've always considered that a werewolf story. But now,
Me too.
I wanted to show this photo, Jack Pierce, faking like he's working on the makeup, but he did do the makeup. But he's posing. These are for publicity photos of him and Lon Chaney Jr. doing the, or with the full face and hand makeup. And Jack Pierce is just simply the best. And then he would reprise doing this again in the next werewolf movie, which was Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. And so he did the makeup, and you'll notice that this is the exact same chair and mirror when he did Boris Karloff. And that is actually, I do believe, I got to look at the, yeah, that's Bride of Frankenstein. He's got jowls because he gained some weight because he started eating better. But that's the same spot in the studio. And that's Jack. We're actually working on the makeup, not pretending. And this was him working on the Mummy. And this is before Boris gained weight. And you can see still that how sunken his cheeks are right here. See that defined cheek line right there. That's because he was super thin. And you could also see from his body that he hadn't started eating healthy yet. But that's Jack Pierce, man. This guy was the first real fucking behind the scenes guy that I nerded out about. It's like all of us knew who he was. I was adding it back. I'm trying to add it back. There it is. God, he's so skeevy.
The fact that she's not absolutely creeped out and not throwing him out of the shop immediately when he starts talking about the earrings on her nightstand. And that girl.
Well, then
crazy.
She does have a plan, by the way. Her best friend's coming with her, which he does not like. And that's funny because that makes him look even skeevier.
Maybe that's his grand
I was
plan.
talking about that earlier, D-Bud, that he was really the first real special effects makeup artist in Hollywood. But he only worked on himself. So that's why he doesn't really get credited like he should. And while Jack Pierce did. And but I showed Anima last night the lengths that Lon Chaney would go through for his stuff that
it was crazy.
Physical fucking pain. Like when he played the Hunchback of Notre Dame, he had a rope cinched to one side of his body, and he would sit with his legs to the right and cinch it tighter and tighter. So it forced his body to be contorted, and he couldn't move it. He couldn't come out of that contortion. It was fucking crazy. And for the Phantom of the Opera, he took these springs and put them in his nostrils to push his nose pointy upward to give him a more skeletal look.
Just
man,
crazy.
the shit he did. And the teeth that he made for himself for the London After Midnight. It was crazy, those teeth. Because those weren't soft. They were sharp and they looked like shark's teeth. He knew how bad it was. That's right. Now, the other thing that annoys me in the film, even though I love this fucking movie, I don't care. I love this movie. But the other thing that annoys me is the excessive use, like within close proximity, within scenes, of the even he who says his prayers at night.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
May,
everybody recites that fucking thing.
Like 3 times in a row. Like 3 scenes in a row. It's like, okay, you could have padded that a little bit and made it not so obnoxiously overused. Because then after all of that's done, we go to the library and we hear his fucking dad. He says, "Do you know anything about the folklore of this werewolf?" He goes, "What? Even he who says this," and says the whole fucking thing again. And I'm like, that was annoying.
Just enough already.
Wait, what did they say? Did they say in darkest day and brightest night?
No, that's Greenland.
No evil shall escape my sight.
Another thing that irritated me was like when Bela is a werewolf, he's a wolf. And when
and that's what I couldn't understand.
He looks like a human. That's weird.
I had problems with that. Like, why would they do that?
It makes no sense.
Suggest an explanation for that.
Let's hear it. Because you've went so long.
Yeah, we've seen this in another movies. Granted, this is the seminal thing, which is not really, but culturally it's accepted like the seminal thing. But you could say that the werewolf, that level of transformation is directly tied to how much time they have been a werewolf.
And that might be it, that the longer they are, the more wolf-like they become.
Yes. You see that in Wolf too, when Nicholson and the other guy, they in their first stages, they are humanoid. But Nicholson at the end ends like a wolf.
Woof.
Woof, woof.
So the actual prayer is, even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
In darkest day, in
Yeah,
brightest day, in brightest day, in darkest night.
And I got to tell you,
no evil just escape my sight.
When I hear that poem, that's what it always reminds me of.
It sounds exactly like that.
Like they stole it from it. Yeah.
But Green Lantern is like not that old of a character. It's like 60s.
60s. Yeah. Oh wait. Hold on. No, it might be Silver Age. First,
it couldn't be 41.
No, not 41. But I have no doubt that it was stolen from the. Hold on. First Green Lantern was 1940.
Really? Wow. But was the Lantern Creed was it original in the original one?
Let me look that up real
I don't
quick.
think so.
No, it probably came later.
I'm not a comic book guy, but
I'm not saying that it came loudly, but it probably came later. First Green Lantern Creed occurred in June 1940.
Really? So it
and
could
I shall
be
shed my light over dark evil, for the dark things cannot stand the light of the Green Lantern. That's the first.
That's creed. A different creed.
It's completely different.
Yeah. Anyway, it could have been inspired. It could have been like you know what sometimes happens, and it happens like in two movies that are similar but not really of the same origin, that people have the same kind of idea, but the execution is a little bit different.
Okay, here's your answer. That changed in 1943 to the one we use still to this day.
So you could say somebody was inspired maybe. You never know. And people won't admit it too, because they always like that. No, this is an original idea. I took the original thing and turned it into something more, blah, blah, blah.
And it wouldn't be the first time somebody that worked in the comic industry fucking lied about creating something.
Yeah.
I mean, the fucking industry is just rife with dishonest fucking people.
Yeah, Mark Wade.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He popped into my fucking news on Tuesday on Facebook with a video Hi, you know, my video feed on Facebook. And I've immediately went, I right-clicked on his link to go to his page, but on the page I said, see less of this. And then I went to his page. I said, block. Fuck that guy. Oh, my God. Role-playing game Werewolf the Apocalypse addressed the different forms of werewolves. Could assume but I forget how they did. And they did say something in this film. Every culture has them. And here in the U.S., they're referred to as skinwalkers. Because one of the things that they would appear most as is wolves. Or bipedal wolves.
I think the idea of skinwalkers, it's came from like Indians, Native Americans, whatever you want to call them.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Native Americans, American Indians, yeah.
And those stories kind of took root in, like, I would say, like Christian American white storytelling. I don't know.
Anglo
American,
no
whatever.
The American Indian stories go back centuries.
Yeah, for sure.
The funny thing now is how, because of Skinwalker Ranch and all that shit going on there.
Oh, that's
they've
bullshit.
turned it into this. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's UFO. It's AVPs.
It's UAPs. Yeah, UAPs.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's the new liberal term, because they thought that UFO is old. It's overused and has a negative connotation to it. Only to assholes.
Carlin had the best bit about that. It's like in World War I, people came back from the war really damaged, in like psychologically damaged. They had a term for it: shell shock.
Yeah, that's
after in Vietnam, it became just a little bit more soft. Like,
well, it became
battle fatigue. Yeah.
No, battle fatigue was from World War II, and
World War II.
It was prominently used in World War II and in also called combat fatigue, and the Korean War, and then during Vietnam, it got an official medical term.
Yeah, PTSD,
called post-traumatic stress or post-traumatic stress disorder. Disorder requires certain specific things to be occurring. All
I'm saying is it's Carlin's bit on how sort of like the liberal,
that bit, by the way,
the liberal minded wants to soften what is essentially a really horrible affliction on the human being. Like PTSD is tough, man. Tough. They used to call like the equivalent of a shell shock here for the longest time until it kind of got changed around 92.
Well, I think post-traumatic stress is probably a more accurate description of it.
Yeah, probably.
It's how it manifests, and that's where you differentiate from post-traumatic stress from post-traumatic stress disorder. And the disorder involves like latent fucking issues. Flashbacks aren't necessarily it's a symptom, but it's not necessarily makes it a disorder. It's when it begins to afflict you in a way that it's affecting how you live your daily life, that it becomes the disorder.
There's a great Israeli movie about two guys who came back from essentially the first Lebanon war. And it just discusses how they deal with reality. It's a really, like, first of all, it's a sad movie because, but it's a really in-depth exploration of two guys who came back from the same place and how they deal with it. And they're both like in like a VA hospital. One has had a girlfriend and she left him. One was I think it was married, and now she has to deal with it. It's a great story, but I would have given it to you with subtitles, but I'm pretty sure I can't find it with subtitles. It's a really, really powerful movie about that whole thing.
Yeah, I like films like that. By the way, Gambit, that was a fucking crime, but they got away with it because it was their property. But that's a crime against history. What MGM did, shame on them. And then this one, you followed up with, this is what led to Universal making a decision in the late 50s as we're moving into that new landscape, because they realized they had milked the Universal monsters dry. And so what they wanted to do was try to move to television. And they did that with the Munsters. But a little company over in the UK, United Kingdom, called Hammer, wanted to make movies. And what a lot of people don't know is there was a contractual deal between Hammer and Universal. They were the American distributor of Hammer films that were based on Universal properties. And so that was another way that they made money off of the Universal monsters. And I'm telling you, Hammer fucking breathed life into him in a way that nobody saw coming. And the other thing that made, by the way, do you know this, Mephisto? One of the things that was a great selling point to Hammer films, marketing wise?
No idea.
Every film is rated X in the United Kingdom.
Well, that's not a big shocker.
Not that it was rated X, they used that to sell how scary this shit was going to be.
Oh, okay.
And it worked as a marketing tool. People they're like, rated X. Oh, wow, I've got to find out why. And then you find out why. It's all the gore. And I love that about Hammer. It wasn't until the late 60s, going into the 70s, where they started put more sex into it. And look, not that bothered me, because I was a young boy. I had horny thoughts at a very young age. I loved looking at naked women.
What do you mean young boy? I'm still a young boy in my head.
I'm still 13 in my head.
Yeah.
I'm still that 13-year-old nerd.
It's like, ooh, boobies.
I will squeal out about everything. Now, I'm talking about nerd stuff. When it comes to boobs, no, I've always been an old, dirty man in my mind since I was a kid. And so I told that story a long time ago, how I got my fella stuck inside of a Barbie doll. You know, the leg where it did that, it pinched me. And my brother had to get it unpinched. And he's like, how the hell did you get that stuck? And I lied through my teeth. And because I didn't want to get in trouble. And
are you one of those guys who has a proctologist story?
No. I've never
million to one shot, Doc. Million to one. Never mind. It was a bit of a Seinfeld humor there, Gary.
This is, I fucking love this, because he's figuring out, but there's nothing he can do about it once he knows the truth that he's now the werewolf.
It's time to kill bitches. I know. He doesn't kill anybody in this movie, right?
Oh yes, he does.
He does?
Yeah.
See, I've seen this movie before. You know.
And he almost kills the girl that he's in love with.
Yeah, he almost kills the girl he's in love with. But the funny part is that he actually kills Bela Lugosi in the movie. He fucking beats him to death, or fucks him to death with his silver cane that's clearly meant to be his penis. And so
they have a story like in discrepancy. How could he hold the silver thing when he was like a werewolf?
He was holding
he was holding the cane. I know.
Yeah, he wasn't holding it in the silver, but
just under.
If he's cursed, can he even hold the cane?
That's what I'm saying. I was so into like monster lore back in the day, like vampire lore, werewolf lore, because I was a big like D&D guy. So werewolves are described as allergic to silver.
Yeah,
So
but-
allergic, even in the vicinity, it kind of they have a little bit of like irritation, like a kryptonite thing. That's how it's described. But you
they
know,
have their own lore here, with Bela really being a wolf when he's transformed, because he's been doing that for so long. We don't have that anywhere else, as far as I know. So maybe in this one, the silver only works when he's transformed and not in his human form.
well, I think in isn't it in Twilight they actually do turn into like a wolf, not
No.
just a wolf man.
A giant
yes,
wolf.
yes, but
They turn
it's
giant wolves.
like a dire
Dire
wolf.
wolves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Martin and I were seeing the exact same thing at the same time. That was funny.
Yeah,
Let
good
me go
luck.
back to this.
Good luck getting a Coke from me.
Well, we didn't say it exactly the same way. We're saying the same thing, but well, you know what I'm saying.
Doesn't
Anyway, I
matter.
always would have liked the version. I never understood why we never got it. I got to be honest. I don't understand why they didn't do that. It is actually my favorite of all of the Universal monster films. Creature from the Black Lagoon is my favorite. That followed immediately by Frankenstein. Followed then by Bride of Frankenstein. Followed then by Dracula. Followed then by the Wolfman. Followed then by Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. And then followed by all the Abbott and Costello movies with the monsters. So there you go. So I don't know why they didn't. It never made sense to me that they didn't do it, dude.
Are they in the public domain by now?
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
So how does
100 years? 100 years.
How does Graham Nolan gets away with making like a comic book based on these monsters?
It's not really Frankenstein's monster. He's doing something similar, but not exact. So he gets away with that.
As long as it's like 25% altered, that's how they can. Like he uses Hollywood's method against them.
If it looks too much like Universal's monster and you make money, they will go after you.
Okay.
They ought to have preserved their films, meaning MGM, but they blew it. Absolutely. Although MGM is the one that created the vault, which is they would release basically a print copy of a film on DVD, no special features. That was what MGM did. Let's see, because I bought a couple of them, including Freebie and the Bean is a vault copy. Because I don't think they'll ever have the balls to release that as an official Blu-ray or whatever. Because that movie is so fucking racist, but it's racist in a fucking funny way. But oh no, not in his day and age. You're not going to release that one. Yeah, they're fucking pussies. Reminds me of the story of the vicar who was hanging curtains naked and ended up with a spud stuck up his butt.
I don't know what you're talking about, Helen, please.
This is the single.
It's a joke.
It's the single best non sequitur on this show in the chat I've ever seen. Thank you, Helen Plays. That's really good. I like that. I'm not being facetious. I like that. Because I'm like, where the fuck is this going?
It's like non-sequential. I meant that seriously.
It's almost as bad as The Howling 2. You know, good God, that movie was awful. But it had what's her name's fucking titties in it, and Christopher Lee. But number one, Sybil Danning, was that her name? It's a big fucking giant knockers. So
Sybil
every
Danning?
Hold on, let me go look at it. You know,
Yes.
I can't believe how many fucking words
You mean
have.
Kat Danning?
Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
Sybil Danning. Sybil Danning.
Sybil Danning?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. She's
I don't.
she was never to my taste. Yeah. I know, Gary. I know. Don't bring up her picture. I know.
No, I'm going to do it for the audience.
Of
So
course.
they know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
for
about.
the audience. Yeah.
Don't
for
worry,
science.
it's-
We
it's
need it
not
for
new.
science. For science.
Yeah, this is.
Sybil Danning. Yeah, I know.
He blinded
There's
me with
the
science.
There's the space opera she was in that she is almost naked in it, but not really.
Galaxina? No,
Think
that was
so.
her.
No.
No,
Not
that wasn't her.
Galaxina. No.
That was the
Something else.
model from Playboy that got murdered by her boyfriend.
Barbie Benton. Is it Barbie Benton got killed by her like sick fuck of a boyfriend?
No. Hold on. There she is.
Oh.
That and Christopher Lee are the only two positive points I can say about this movie, Howling 2. I love The Howling, but The Howling 2, other than her titties and Christopher Lee, is garbage. Let me close that. No,
Dorothy Stratton.
that's it. Dorothy Stratton is the one that was killed by her boyfriend. Got 2 movies made about her.
Yeah.
One for TV and one for theater. And both of them are just fucking all. I mean, they're not terrible movies. They're awful to watch because it's just horrible what was done to her. Yeah, one with the TV version had the dude that played Animal on Hill Street Blues. God, I can't think of his name. Anyway, he played the boyfriend that killed her. And then Eric Roberts was in the theatrical version playing the boyfriend.
I think I've seen the Eric Roberts version.
Oh, it is so fucking graphic.
And I've
so
seen it on
fucking
TV. It's always seemed to me like a TV movie, regardless. Never even thought it would be in
never
theater.
see the full version on TV unless it's HBO or Showtime or Cinemax, because that movie is so fucking rough.
Yeah.
And just wow, what was done to her.
And she was supposedly going to be one of the Mrs. Hefners at some point.
He was into her.
Yes.
He really cared about her and liked her a lot. So now we're at the encampment, and you kind of feel, but no, it was Dorothy Stratton, Playmate of the Year. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not Barbie Benton. Yeah.
And this is the reason why he remembers.
Yep. Star 80 is good, but totally compulsive and rough. Yep. Star 80 is the one with Hemingway and Eric Roberts. Hemingway played the part of Stratton. Both films really kind of took a lot of liberties with the story, which bugged me because it's pretty straightforward fucking story, and I guess that's why it's too straightforward. We need to convolute it with bullshit. Yeah, for the story, by the way, Anima, for the 2010 version to have been believable for me would be that he was raised in the United States. And prime example of something like that is what happened with Nolan, the Nolans, Jonathan and Christopher. Christopher was raised in England and Jonathan was raised in the US. So you see them, they work together, they're brothers, not full brothers, half brothers. And but one was raised in the United States, the other one in England. And it's really fucking weird.
I'm just saying, I had a German boyfriend who moved to Austria for me, or because of me, and started sounding really Austrian after like a year or so.
It happens.
Can happen. Yeah.
I don't believe unless you're taught, you lose your accent, but it becomes more tame. And that's like I said about Craig Ferguson, Scottish, is gone for 20 years from Scotland, comes back for a visit, and everybody's making fun of him that he lost his accent. No, he still has it, but it's toned down a lot. It's
because you mirror the people around you, what you hear. That's why I don't speak Croatian, I speak Dalmatian, because I've been living there for 5 years. I started with book Croatian. I started with book Croatian, and then I moved to Dalmatia, and I talk like them now.
She's not understanding your joke, Martin. I got it. Give yourself the fucking drums.
Make me.
Drums.
Make me.
Oh, don't make me do it, mister. Don't make me turn this car around.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is about, but whatever.
Dalmatians are dogs.
But they come from that.
I know, but he said if you didn't hear him, oh fuck.
I'm not touching it.
No, it's the repeat.
Sync
was
on
on.
repeat.
I had to turn it off because nobody else got to do it. So, no, Anima says that she spoke Dalmatian, and Martin says, "Oh, you bark." I got the joke. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good." The problem with the 2010 one was that they didn't have that doubt about how
they
being
had
either insane or a wolfman. Yeah, they did. It's there.
He even went to a sanatorium for that.
Yeah, they took an asylum, and they were going to experiment on him and prove that he's not the werewolf, and they fucking get killed. And he says it. He warns him, "I'm going to kill you all." It's like, oh shit. What I'm going to tell you, Willie, is give that movie a second try in black and white. Up your contrast so the blacks are sharper. I'm telling you, it's a whole different fucking movie because I didn't like it until I watched it in black and white. And then all of a sudden, my entire attitude changed about that movie. And it's one of those films. Also, the same thing about
I really liked it.
The movie The Shadow. The Shadow, I didn't like that movie. I watched it in black and white. I fucking love that movie. The transformations look bad in color. They look a lot better in black and white. And I blame the studio interfering with Rick Baker on that. It's the same shit that Stan Winston went through. Or was it Rick Baker too? No, it was Rick Baker too, with the movie The Curse, which the original film is the film I want to see. I don't want to see that fucking movie the way that it ended up.
I have a little fun fact here for you, because I know you all know Klaus Maria Brandauer. You know where he was born? He was born in the same county that Arnold comes from. They sound so different.
Completely different. And yeah, I've seen him in a lot of movies. Out of Africa. The remake of Thunderball. I forget what it's called. Never say never again. Thanks, guys. Great nerd work. Nobody fucking came up with that.
I haven't seen that one. Fuck you.
I've not seen a lot of movies I know the names to. Just remember that. You're saying that.
Yeah, I have a life, you know.
Consumes that information. You switch to color in the 2010 version of Wolfman. Your eyes will be blinded by the blurry film.
You need to watch that one in black and white, and then it's a really good movie. I had so much fun watching that.
What was that middle thing, Willie?
There's a preemptive phrasing, but yes, I like the movie both ways. So there you
go. A real switch hitter.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you're asking for that joke. Thank you, Mephisto, for making it instead of me.
That's what I say. That's a preemptive phrasing.
Well, I said Cyclone B on this show, so it is what it is.
For that.
He also did another movie that I hated, by the way. Let me see. Was that what you were asking about? Because he did a movie called Mephisto.
Okay.
It's right there.
What?
Mephisto. It's right here.
No, there's a movie called MAPHSTL.
Yeah, it's Mephisto.
Yeah. The correct way of writing the name, by the way.
And I didn't like the film. I don't know if he was anything else other than that, because I do know him from those two films. and he's still alive, isn't he?
Who?
As far as I know, yeah.
Rick
Klaus
Baker?
Maria Brandauer. No, Klaus Maria Brandauer.
Yeah, he's 82.
I think he's alive.
He is.
He's
82
82?
years old. Yeah. Born in
You have
43.
to say it like Frankenstein. It's alive.
Oh, I just looked it up. So another film he was in that was actually pretty good is about the Bonhoeffer gang, and he played Dietrich Bonhoeffer. He was good in that. I'm looking to see if there's anything else in here that I know.
I've seen him in a couple of German things, but
Oh, he was in White Fang.
I don't like that movie.
He's in Russia House, another film I like. Yeah, the Russia House is Sean Connery and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Sean Connery and Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah.
So he was in that one. And that and Never Say Never Again and Mephisto are the only films I know him from, the ones I listed. And he was in Out of Africa, wasn't it? Let me look and see if I find that one. Because it seems like he was in that movie.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Anima said it earlier.
Yep, there it is. 1985. He was in that one. I thought I remembered him in that as her husband. This is the most you get to see in this movie for transformation, is with his legs, which is bizarre.
Look at that stupid face.
Now, I will say this is another continuity problem. Because he transitions right there. Now he's the Wolfman. He gets up and he walks for the door or window. And then when he's outside the house, he has a different shirt on. He has a collared shirt on.
Because the shirt transforms too.
Yeah. When he starts walking through this mist, he now has a shirt on. Not a white beater shirt, but an actual shirt. Would see it with sleeves, long sleeves.
It's a werewolf with a sense of style.
Yeah, I liked your first answer that when he transforms into a werewolf with the shirt on. I always thought it was funny that, like, Incredible Hulk, like, went 3 to 4 pant sizes up, and somehow his pants are still on.
No. Bruce Banner always wore stretchy pants. Always.
Stretchy pants.
You know why? Because he's always angry.
He's always angry. Always
I love the line from Avengers. It's just, I don't believe that Mark Ruffalo is always angry. But then I saw his Twitter videos, then I truly believe he is truly always frustrated.
Frustrated and unhinged.
Yes. But not angry. There's a difference.
That's cool, Gambit. You got all 3 of them on DVD. Maybe put the shirt on. That's the funny part. It's like that's the first thing a werewolf goes, oh, it's cold outside. I better put a jacket on. This fur on me is not going to keep me warm enough.
Yes, but was he singing "Baby, It's Cold Outside"?
Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, that's really why, because they couldn't go drawing the Hulk running around with his fucking green dork hanging out. This is one of my favorite lines from the Heavy Metal movie. John Candy voiced Corbin. Not Corbin. Corbin created the character. Oh, the big muscular bald guy from Heavy Metal magazine. Anyway,
I don't know.
he He says, there I was, in that very nerd voice. He goes, there I was standing there with my dork hanging out. It's a great line.
I need to rewatch the Heavy Metal movie again.
That's interesting. Interesting. What?
I was gonna say I'll probably take watch it with my daughter, and watch the clock and see how long does it take for her to leave.
There you go, Anna. You tell him. Hey, I wasn't wearing this when I went to bed. Like, where did that fucking shirt come from? When he transformed, he's wearing a wife beater.
Maybe he had that on under his actual shirt and lost that one. I don't know.
Yeah, he wears the long
sleeve
shirt under the t-shirt tank top.
The whole coming back from being a werewolf and wearing clothes is goofy.
And I got to tell you, like right there, that angle of him, really, there's a bit of visual similarity between his face and Benicio del Toro. I doubt that had a reason for it, but I think that's interesting. His profile is very similar.
Maybe
No, it doesn't, Sander.
That's why. What?
Jenseits doesn't mean once upon a time.
What's it mean?
Out. Like not in Africa. Beyond, if you want, literal translation.
Well, Sander's from Sweden? Or where's he from? I forget where Sander's from. They
Once upon a time in German is es war einmal. Not Jenseits. It doesn't mean that at all. Not in German. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, he's from another country that has Germanic roots. Doesn't mean they say it the same way. That's all I'm saying.
But it doesn't mean time. It means location, literally.
It literally means literally. I did that the other day to I am Robot. He says, why do Americans have such difficulty with the word literally? I said, I have no trouble with the word literally. Literally.
Just when it's overused, like your daughter does. She drives me crazy.
She does.
Literally.
Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing, honey? No, you mean figuratively, not literally. Literally means that is exactly what you did and how it happened. Yeah, my daughter drives me up a wall. And she claims to be a word Yahtzee, and I'm like, no, you're not. You are nowhere in the same end of the game as I am. You're playing badminton, I'm playing tennis.
Look, in the dictionary, under the definition of redundant, it says redundant.
Can we play? Because we have half an hour to go in the slideshow.
The question is, what do you want to play?
Well, I want to not be at the end of 2 hours and still have half an hour of slideshow left. Because I don't like going over.
Bye, Willie.
Bye, Willie.
Bye, Willie. Okay, there you go, Martin. Your cue.
Oh my God.
That was asked for a long time ago. I was just waiting. So here we go.
That's fucking.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
My favorite redundant joke is from Monty Python. Welcome to the Department of Redundancy Department. I wouldn't, like, I made this joke in high school. I said, I would never want to be redundant. I would never want to have to say the same thing over and over again. I hate repeating myself. Nobody got the joke in school. I didn't care. It was for me. Because I was making fun of the people I was sitting with. Willie, by the way, I do have to say this. That always makes me think of Robin Williams with one of his analogies of the male penis. He says, Willie, the one-eyed wonder worm.
Well, that's right.
Willie, the one-eyed wonder worm. What was the other one? He goes, the heat-seeking moisture missile.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
They're just things that he said, and I fucking love Robin Williams. And if you don't like it, you hate Robin Williams.
No, who doesn't love Robin Williams?
Then you have to love it. Classic Halloween song. The Monster Mash, it mentions the Wolfman. Yes, it does. The one-eyed giant. There was another one that he said that I thought was funny. I can't remember what the hell it is, though. It's in that same routine. Yes, it's also the same routine where he said, men spend the first 9 months of their life trying to get out of the womb and the rest of their lives trying to get right back in.
Yeah, I like that one.
Always looks like he got in trouble or something. Just goddamn his fucking eyebrows.
Well, he's a werewolf. It's in trouble.
He pooped his pants and is about to cry. That's that look.
Yeah, and it's like he starts to think, is it a curse or is he a madman? This film puts some really great ideas out there, but I think that's pretty good for the 40s. But man, if this was a modern film, I would have made the writer do 3 more passes before I shot that film. I would have him take out all of that weird skeevy shit at the beginning, like, the fuck we're trying to get the audience to like the guy. You're making him a stalker who's kind of acts like a rapist. Yeah, that was all original because Werewolves been around for a long time. And it's not the first Universal werewolf movie. The Werewolf of London is. And but they pulled in the reins on the creature effects and they made it really tame. And whereas with this one, they kind of let the reins out a little bit and let Jack Pierce have more fun. One thing you do get is just how tall Chaney was.
Hey, Clay.
What's up, buddy?
Hi, Clay.
Boom isn't in the butt. Fuck you, dude. Okay, partial matte painting. Great use of the lighting, the studio lighting matching the matte painting. Really well done.
You make me yawn. Thanks, Mephisto.
Hmm?
You make me yawn.
I'm tired.
You're starting to burn out. Yeah,
literally holding myself together
Tell.
before I turn into like death cocoon or something.
I need to check something. No, it's under videos, I think.
What are you looking for?
I made a clip of that moment with Cary Grant, and I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Let me see what's under videos. I cannot lean forward for very long before I start feeling numbness going down my arm.
This here is stupid because they're talking about hunting the werewolf down to have it stuffed and mounted on the wall. The moment you kill it, it turns back into its human form.
So it looks like you murdered somebody.
Yeah,
but
it happened with Bela. So.
And yeah, it makes it sound like at the end that the son was attacked by the werewolf and the father killed the wolf or drove it away or something. I'm like, that was always weird to me.
The father knows.
But he ain't talking.
Well, he's traumatized. He might talk about that later, but at that point, no. Also, you don't want to be tried as a murderer.
That's the old Mad Magazine joke about the Shadow. When they did a parody of the Shadow, it went something like, "Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows, but he ain't talking." That's like 1950s Mad Magazine when it first started. That old.
I like the moment when they are at the fair and at the shooting booth, and he's shooting all these creatures, no problem, and then the werewolf pops up, and he really has trouble and misses it then. You can see the pain on his face. That's one of the few moments where he was doing well, acting-wise. Because he doesn't want to shoot that thing. Someone's here and wants this video.
Oh, well. Here we go.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Right. I'm going to call it a night. I'm literally fighting the inevitable.
Get to bed.
Right?
I'm surprised you made it that long.
Well, I did have a nice, clean power nap, or more like a Schlafstunde, but it wasn't enough. Schlafstunde. Never mind. It's Yiddish for I slept between 2 and 4. Anyway, we're doing Videodrome tomorrow on the show.
Ooh.
So, yeah,
that's a movie that Animal will never watch.
No, it's the whole month is like body horror stuff. So, and Videodrome is one of the. We did The Fly, which was fucking awesome because I did a solo show.
I love that movie. I do. I love that fucking movie, dude.
It's a great movie, and it has a really, really intense ending. Yeah, but it's I said it on the show.
Gore, though.
It's not
my problem.
Gore, really. Body horror is not necessarily like blood and guts. It's more like distorting and craziness. Anyway, so yeah. But Videodrome has a lot of connotation to like media stuff. This is really, really odd, but really satisfying movie that was really ahead of its time. Like really, really ahead of its time. But yeah, so we're gonna do that and then jump everybody to you guys' show. So
All right, buddy.
have a good one.
Catch you later.
Always fun to actually be here. I wanted to be here Wednesday too, but I literally fell asleep. So
Literally,
not figuratively, literally fell asleep. All right.
All right, buddy.
So,
Take it easy. I'll see you later, man.
Have a good one. See you
Have a
later,
good
guys.
night, buddy.
See you, chat.
Bye, man.
Bye.
See, Gary,
look,
he's
I
never
enjoy-
complaining about the 3 buttons. Just close the browser.
Well, I don't think he runs into it. Well, the problem with
Everybody
closing
does.
the browser is it freezes your screen momentarily, and I just don't care. I'm tired of that fucking 3 buttons to leave a room. Anyway, back to the previous comment. I was going to answer it.
Which one?
The last one he had up. I was trying to
Oh,
answer it.
man. I can't remember. I'm an old man.
Jesus Christ.
This one?
Yes. So the 50s one was really good. The sequel, I think, is better, but the 80s one is an actual straight up sci-fi horror film. And I like that film. It's my favorite version.
I love that film. The second one, not so much, but okay.
Vincent Price comes back, reprises his role. He's the only one that comes back.
No. I mean the second Fly in the 80s, which the protagonist.
Oh, we don't bother with talking about that. That doesn't exist.
No, it does, and it's not good.
No, I mean, let's put it this way. That guy got fired from Back to the Future and goes to make that fucking movie. His career was limited. I saw a werewolf with... Oh, fuck you, Parrothead. I know what you're doing. I've been to that real restaurant. That's a real restaurant. I've eaten there. And I think it's still there. I'm going to go look and see. Because the last time I checked, it has been a few years, but it was still open the last time I checked.
Tim says it closed in 2008.
That was the last time I checked because he was on. It got brought up when he was on before he died on David Letterman. He was on David Letterman. That sucks because they had the best fucking dumplings.
Dude, I feel you. Last month, one of our daughters, she brought us the horrible news that our favorite Chinese restaurant for the last 15 years had closed. And I
It
was...
sucks when that happens.
Yeah, because nobody, and I mean not even P.F. Chang, get close to them.
Yeah. So, yeah, when he gives the cane to his dad, he's giving him permission to kill him. Because he didn't want to hurt his dad.
He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to be that thing. He knows his life is over anyway.
Guys, at the end of this movie, he does come back. And because he's in the Frankenstein versus Wolfman movie, which is actually pretty good. And my favorite was Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Because you get all the Universal monsters in that, except for the Gill Man, because he hadn't come out yet.
No, it's not wonderful. That movie's bad.
I fucking loathe that movie. I was so angry when I walked out of that theater. I was like, man, I wish I could be one of those people that demands their money back. But like an English comedian once says, you paid to see me try to make the jump, not to make the jump. So no, you don't get your money back.
And besides, it's not the theater fault that the movie is shit. So
yep.
Yeah. I like that he gives her the lucky charm that the gypsy woman gives him. He wants her to have it.
it's funny how in entertainment you have to pay before experience the product. It's almost like they know this may be shit.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's also because in the evening movies run late, and you don't want to have to keep all your employees there.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Just manpower costs.
I like
So-
my explanation better.
You're a Jimmy Carr fan too. Okay. Yeah, it's Jimmy Carr that made that joke, and I fucking loved it when he told that bitch. He goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't enjoy the show." And she says, "I want my money back." He goes, "What?" She goes, "I want my money back." "Oh no, don't give her money back. No, you paid to see me try to make the leap, not make the leap." And I was like, that was fucking brilliant.
Look at this. Oh, you took it down. Why? It's a nice comment. See? With AI now.
I just absolutely would fucking loathe that. I might laugh at it though, but I would not like it. And this is where, of course, the famous line from one of the Irish characters said, "She's always trying to steal me Lucky Charms." A lie. That didn't happen.
But it happens in Austin Powers.
It literally didn't happen.
In Austin Powers happened.
Yeah, I can't believe that movie exists. But then when I saw it, I was like, oh, I do remember that now. I don't think I've ever seen it, but I've seen Blackula. I've seen Blackula, but I'd never seen Blackenstein, but I have seen the poster. Yeah. That was when he knew he motherfucked up. Big motherfucking time. Yeah. Sam Jackson. Now, there's a movie I would like to see remade from the blaxploitation era, is Blackula. Fucking a vampire in Brooklyn was so stupid.
Yeah, I can't believe they made that.
I thought they were going to, is it a remake of Black? No, it's not. It was a really terrible fucking movie. But if I were to remake it, I would have Sam Jackson. And I would make it self-aware. The comedy had to be self-aware. Yeah, God damn it. It's in Soho. And God damn it, it's gone. And it says it right on there. Dumplings legend. And it's true. That's what I had when I was there, was their dumplings. Oh my God. Lee Ho Fook. That's sad. I mean, they had a fucking song mentioning him.
Really?
Yeah, it's in Werewolves of London. It was my second favorite song by Not Levi. What the fuck's his name? Devon, not Levon. Zevon. Warren Zevon. I'm gonna find these for you, Anima, so I can show you after the show.
Okay.
Warren Zevon and damn it. My hand shakes so much, my right hand just hits the wrong letters all the time. He did two great songs, Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner and Werewolves of London. Two great fucking rock songs from my youth. Yeah, he's in so many movies and you can't get away from him on TV either. He's either in a movie that's been brought to TV or he's in a fucking commercial for Capital One. No, I'm not a big fan of chow mein. I like long noodles. I don't like chow mein noodles.
And turtles.
And turtles.
Noodles.
Yeah,
and
let's
turtles.
not forget about that.
Which was his single, and Zevon's single can be heard in Color of Money, 1986. I think we're all running out of steam.
I definitely am.
Yeah. What did I see about 86? I just saw 1986 in the chat.
Yeah, Color of Money. Here.
Oh, in the movie. Yeah, yeah. I like that movie. I think, people don't even realize it's a fucking sequel. The original film was called The Hustler with Paul Newman, Jackie Gleason. Who was the other one in it? Was it George C. Scott? Who else was in that?
Can't remember.
I'm having a brain fart. I like Mongolian beef too. I'm a big fan of that. I also like Korean barbecue. Big fan. Real Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
But not with dogs or cats, but with like beef or pork.
Don't be picky.
Oh, it was George C. Scott. Thank you, Tim. Sometimes, I do have a deep drawer with a lot of information, and sometimes as I'm getting older, it's harder to find that information. But I still pulled it out. George C. Scott. Fucking great movie. And what's funny, if they hadn't made The Color of Money, Tom Cruise wouldn't have made a racing movie. And he never would have gotten interested in doing his own stunts.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Paul Newman makes The Hustler. Years later, makes the sequel called The Color of Money. And Tom Cruise is the kid that's the new hustler or wants to be the new hustler. And Pool Hall Junkie. And by the way, another great fucking Pool Hall Junkie. Great fucking movie. Single greatest Christopher Lloyd scene in the history of film is in that movie, Pool Hall Junkies, where he starts talking lying. It's so hot.
Was it before or after the fantasy movie that we did with Tom Cruise? Because I think he got a stage to do his own stunts there.
Legend was before that. And he did get to do his own stunts, but that's not where the idea came from. It's his relationship with Paul Newman that led to that. Okay, so here we go. This is the transformation they do have in this film, is the reverse transformation. where you see him go from werewolf to human.
And it's incredibly done. Early 40s.
They couldn't figure out any other way because Rick Baker would eventually be the one to do it, where he took the yak hair and filmed it being pulled back into the skin, the fake skin, and then reversed it so you see the hair coming out. Oh, Rick Baker, fucking genius. Yeah, there we go. For the 5th time this show, Werewolf.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw you, Santa. I saw you. I saw you, Santa. We got to go to the other theater, though, because we don't have it in this one. There we go.
I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real alone.
I don't know with the delays we have. I don't know if my mouth is moving in sync with the song or not. It is in my studio. What's this? Yeah, maybe it's because they're oblivious to the fact that it's a direct sequel to The Hustler. Yeah, it's a great film, dude. It's a great film. And it doesn't act like a sequel. It doesn't like really give you anything from the previous film except for little nuggets here and there. It acted like it was his own movie. It's almost like Texasville. What was that a sequel to? I love Wolfen. That was a good fucking movie. First of all, oh, you got it, Tim. Thank you. Thank you. It was the film that put Jeff Bridges on the map as an actor. It also gave the break to its female co-star in the film, Sybil Shepherd. And Timothy Bottoms was in it too. He was best known for The Paper Chase. And later in life, he would play Bush twice. He played Bush on in the movie about, I think it was the movie about 9/11, and he played Bush in that. And then he would again play Bush on the stupid Trey Parker, Matt Stone live action TV sitcom, Our Little Bush, or whatever it's called, Our Bush. And he fucking nailed it. He really looks a little bit like George W. and sounds like him. But Last Picture Show is a great film by Peter Bogdanovich. And Tim, let's see if you remember, what is his direct connection with classic Universal films, monster films? Don't look it up. Oh, no. Yeah, that's my Bush. That was it. That's my Bush. Dumb show. Didn't last. Yeah, both you guys got it. Good job. Both of you. Absolutely. I like Texasville. I actually like it more than I like the original film, The Last Picture Show. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm waiting to see if anybody responds, but I don't know if they are. Fuck, I can't even remember the fucking question. I'm tired, man. It's the Benadryl. I'm taking so much Benadryl right now. It's making me very tired. The answer is Rosemary's Baby. No, the connection that Bogdanovich has with the classic Universal monster film. And should I go ahead and answer or no?
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
He made a film, one of the last films with Boris Karloff. The movie's called Targets. And Roger Corman was the producer on that movie.
Is it good?
So you had Roger Corman. It's not bad. It's of its time. It's sort of like a film about an aging movie star, Boris Karloff, playing that character, and one last hurrah where he's going to go make an appearance at a film premiere, and just so happens they have a Texas Tower situation with a guy that's psychotic, and he's going to sit up above the theater screen and shoot people in the theater. And it's called Targets. And the thing that's great about it is at the end is the guy isn't gunned down. He's knocked to the ground by Boris Karloff and his cane. And he just shames him. Boris Karloff shames the shooter. Then, of course, he's taken into custody. Hey, Zax, how you doing? Talking about Zax said, I bet you Zax knows, is Peter Bogdanovich's movie Targets with Boris Karloff. It was one of the last handful of films that he did before he died. And I like that film. And I'm not going to say it's great. I'm just telling you, I like the film. And I think it's a simple story. It's a B movie because it's produced by Roger Corman. And it's shot in a very quick pace. There's some 10, 15 days, some shit like that. Boris Karloff got paid a good paycheck for it. And he made the film because he had a close relationship with Roger Corman. Didn't know Peter Bogdanovich, but that was Peter Bogdanovich's breakthrough movie. So it got him into film. So you knew something we didn't. You feel better about yourself now, Gary? Yeah, Clay, I do. Because I do feel superior to you. Not anybody else, just you. Thanks, Clay. I appreciate it, buddy. The thing I love about you guys is, I don't want this show to grow. I really don't. Somebody said something in a video I was watching. They said, they sent it to me. They said to me, if you want your channel to grow, I'm like, I really don't. I like where we're at. I'm very comfortable. I have an interpersonal relationship with my audience. You guys, I fucking talk to you guys. You guys are friends to this channel. You're friends to me. Some of you fuck alone even on my own time. Andy, Tim, not saying any names, Andy, Tim.
We can actually follow chat because it's not so busy. I'm sometimes on Midnight's Edge listening to them, and the chat is so fast because it has so many people in there.
Yeah, I can't stand that about like Midnight's Edge, some of those channels, man. I'm trying to talk to somebody in the chat, and I'm getting lost. I'm in the chat, trying to talk to somebody in the chat, and it's just like, and good luck being seen on those shows.
No way.
Having your comments shown up there. I don't want our channel to grow. I kind of like
only if you super chat. That's how the Salty Nerds do it. You want your comment read, use super chat. I don't want us to do that.
Well, I've been told time and time again to do it, to set goals, and we don't have to go beyond that goal. So we could set a small goal that helps us stay afloat, because we went an entire month where I couldn't pay the bills on this stuff. And it's like, because we didn't make enough money that month. And if we do occasional shows where we do that, where we just set a goal for the show, and if somebody can afford it, they can afford it. We don't want a whole lot of money. I just want to be able to keep the show going and be able to pay for stuff. This remains a great channel. Well, you're part of why we became a great channel, Zach. So our ME chat isn't that bad. It's not like Okay, yes. Okay, I will tell you that yes. As well as Friday Night Frolics is pretty busy too. Do you do that for him too? Do you work with Doomcock too? Because I know a few people who do. I don't know if you do, D-Bud. I don't watch Friday Night Tights. Um, it's not like I dislike anybody there. It's just there's nothing they're talking about that I'm interested in. I already either know it or I've already formed my own opinion about it. So really watching somebody else's opinion about something I already formed my opinion on is not my favorite thing to do. But I do like watching Doomcock. He cracks me up. I find him funny. And I love Fet for Hire. I love that dude. I've been on his streams and I've been on Doomcock's too, but I don't think I'll ever go back. But Doomcock wants to come back on our Monday show. I just got a message from Fet and somebody else told me, hey man, get a hold of Doomcock. He wants to join you guys again on Dark Matters. Oh, you gifted 5. Look at you.
Thank you, Sax.
Thank you, Sax.
And is our channel saying PCM with Gary and Keith again?
Apparently.
Finally, they fucked it up, man.
No, it still says PCM with Gary.
Yeah, but it's tagged us, and I know that's a tag from YouTube because
so maybe it switched back, but it's
it
not
has
showing
the ampersand
yet.
Before the ampersand, or the written ampersand after the ampersand.
Again,
so it's
in the chat. It may say so, but the name of the channel on pages even on this video, and I just refreshed.
Yeah, I just opened it up. I just looked. It says with me. That pisses me off so much because it said it wouldn't affect it. Because all I wanted to do was.
That means it's not fully updated yet. Give it time.
D-Bud, you'll understand this probably more than anybody. Nothing annoys me more than going into chat of some of my friends' shows and them saying, oh, PCM's here or Pop Culture Minefield's here. I don't know if that's Keith or Gary. It's always me. Keith never gets in the chat under this. Just me.
Why do you want him back in the name, though?
But I always say that. Well, because he's part of the channel. And I don't like it being about me. I can't stand anything being about me. That's why I became a drummer instead of a lead guitarist, because I liked hiding behind other people. Still part of the band, but I'm not like out in front. I really hated it when Mexican Iron Man pushed me to be more out front, which is why I started doing the daily shows to get me past my nervousness, because I was not comfortable doing that. Now I am. And that's all because of Mike, Mexican Iron Man. No chance it's Keith's. Love Keith, though. Neil Peart was a drummer. Yeah, I know Neil Peart was a drummer. Shut up, Sander. By the way, your name led to some confusion between Anima and me, because I was talking to her about my nephew. His name is Xander. 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 Okay. And I was talking about him, and she's like, Santos and the army? What? She was so confused by what I was saying.
You were talking about people assuming I know where they are, and you switch from one to the other so fast, I just can't follow. You're so fucking ADD.
Yeah, you've seen me say that. I know you have, D-Bud, because it's like it's always me. It's never ever been Keith. We've been around for almost 6 years. It's like, please get used to the idea that it's me in the chat. So I changed it to PCM with Gary just for the chats. But no, it changed the name of our fucking channel. And I'm like, okay, it said it wouldn't do that, and it did. And so I went back. Fucking annoys me. But I put my name first, so people see my name first. Really annoyed when people called me Xander. No, yeah, it's not your name. Yeah, it's like my daughter, she's a Zed. She fucking would get angry if people would misspell her name or say it wrong. Like somebody called her Zoe one day. That's not my name.
And yet I don't care that you call me Martin.
Well, I don't make her pronounce it like the Greek pronunciation, which is Zoe. But her name is Zoe, not with a Y, but with the umlauts and ZOE. Snorty just said Keith doesn't chat with you. Keith doesn't like Keith, if he shows up in your chat, it shows up as either movie geek Keith. Is it movie
Keith
geek
movie
Keith?
Keith
Or
movie
Keith movie geek? Yeah, it's one of those.
No, it's Keith movie geek.
Yeah, and I asked him though to put PCM in his ID.
He said he would do it.
Yep, he said he would do it. You were there. So there you go. Yes, remember, Keith is always judging you. Never forget that, ever. And by the way, for our thumbnails, I went back and changed them, and that is what's his name? Ross, Alex Ross. I love the Universal artwork he did. So I went back and changed all of the Universal monster movies to have his artwork. Fucking love that. But I got to look and see. I didn't look because we're going to be doing the Creature from the Black Lagoon soon too. Even though it's not going to be Halloween anymore, I still want to do because I fucking love monster movies. I just love them, and I like to do them at least once a month. Do a monster movie. Have you ever asked Mephisto how to pronounce Gal Gadot? Well, I said Gal Gadot to him, and he didn't correct me. Yeah, I like Alex Ross's artwork. I think he's a dipshit in real life over his politics. Like, nobody cares about your politics. You know, keep that to your personal fucking page. Don't fucking espouse it every fucking place you go. I don't do it. Yeah, well, I liked all of them. I even liked the Frankenstein one. The only thing odd about the Frankenstein one is he's holding Elizabeth and his right leg is cocked at a weird angle that I'm sure probably came from a moment in the film, but it looked weird. I think let me, media assets, let me pull this one down, delete, and I'll bring in the Frankenstein one. Yes, I click delete. Is the Frankenstein one, even though I loved the facial art, I didn't like the body pose. It was just weird to me. Let me get a Wednesday, because it might have been Wednesday. What day did we do Frankenstein? I can't remember.
Let me check. Which Frankenstein? The 31? That was a Friday.
It was a Friday. So here you go. This is and I cut it. I cropped it because his leg's out at a weird fucking angle. But I really did love the faces on this and the windmill burning in the background. That just looks really cool. I'm a big fan of Alex Ross's work. Just not his personal life crap. So, but anyway, that was a fun movie. It has some things in it that I have a problem with. Like I said, you know, I think the movie for the 40s should have gone through another pass. And I think they should have really fixed that weird skeevy shit at the beginning. Because he really does come off as a creep. And you're supposed to like him and be empathetic towards this guy. He's creepy. But you'll be, what's this one? Yep. Martin confirmed. So you'll be using the Alex Ross art for the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That is my intention to update it because I don't know if I've done it yet or not. but I will update it if it has already been set up. When will the review of Return of the Creature be? I'm not, even though I like that movie, I'm probably not going to do that one. Well, Clint Eastwood's in it. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I'll have to think about it because it's just one of those films that I'm not that big a fan of. The second movie, even though I enjoyed it. The idea that they moved the creature to basically a show aquarium. You know, what do they call those water places with the whales and shit? And they move him there, and well, not going to have any problems with that because he can't climb out of that fucking pool. Whatever. Yeah, the best Frankenstein artwork that he did was Bride of Frankenstein. I really liked the artwork on it too, and I also liked what he did with Dracula. And I didn't change that one because also that one has our friend as a guest on that channel, so I didn't want to change the thumbnail for that reason. Yeah, it's an aquarium, but it's one where they do like the whale jumping and shit. And Marine World is it's like an amusement park with fish. And it's a Sea World. And SeaWorld is that kind of park. And so they move the creature into a pool to do shows. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to end in disaster. No way.
Well, that is like in Jurassic Park 3 when they had that brilliant idea. Let's get a T-Rex into the south.
Hey, we learned that we can't contain these things. Let's try to contain them again. Yeah, I do like the Trey Parker, Matt Stone joke. And leave the in out. It's the Oceanarium. Marine Mammal Park. It's a water circus. Fish Tubs. Oh, is Fish Tubs the character from Miami Vice?
No, that's his cousin.
Yeah, Alex Ross, man. I'm telling you, man, great fucking artist, dude. He also did my favorite versions in artwork of both Batman and Superman. I liked his Wonder Woman too, but the two that blew me away was his Batman, the way he did Batman and the way he did Superman. Yeah, sit up close and get splashed. Get your head ripped off. There you go. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Y'all take it easy, y'all. Now, you hear? Hope to see you back again tomorrow. We're gonna do a little hour-long show in the morning, talking about stuff, and then we'll do our afternoon show tomorrow. And what are we doing tomorrow? Oh, the 2010 The Wolfman, which if you watch in black and white, it's very enjoyable.
Just my luck. That was the movie that I wanted to be on the review show more, and I cannot be.
Oh yeah, you're not going to be here tomorrow.
No, I have a day long appointment. No, well, it's a baptizing of the baby of a dear and close friend of ours. So it is a whole day celebration.
Yeah. Look, if you are known for your artwork and only your artwork, you should pretty much be careful what you see in public, because you could lose 50% of your audience or more. And so when that is what you're known for, I allow my politics out a little bit here and there, but I try to curb it a lot. But you guys are talking to real me, and what do you know me for? Talking. So it's more forgivable. If you guys knew me only because of my artwork, I wouldn't be fucking doing that, because like I don't go to conventions and talk politics at all, because I usually get invited as an artist, and it's got no room in there. Alex
Convention
Ross
is not the place to talk politics.
but
anyway.
Alex Ross isn't like that. Alex Ross thinks that I'm going to use my celebrity to say stuff, and I'm like, that's a shitty thing to do. I think it's shitty. I really do.
It is.
So anyway, everybody take it easy. No show tonight, no game show tonight. So we will see you tomorrow morning for the morning show. Martin won't be here, so we'll finally have a chance to talk shit behind his back, but don't let him know. We won't tell him.
It will be like last week, I suppose, just you and me.
Yeah, I can't stand. My opinion about her changed when I found out she was a fucking warrior. So, yeah, she served in the IDF, man. So, but anyway, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you all have a really good Friday night. Don't forget, even though we don't have a show tonight, you've got Friday Night Frolics with Doomcock, and it's always fun. And I don't know how he does those long shows. He stretches us into hours. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Tony,
but that's all he does.
Karaoke all night. I don't know how they do it.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't have that kind of energy.
I could barely do 2 hours.
Yeah. So we're going to get out of here, guys. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter Q and the number 7.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Matt Damon.